Hi guys, today I really wanted to come and do a little tutorial for you. Please excuse my hair and all my spots, I am breaking out. But I came up with this really pretty eye. It's kind of, I don't know how well the lighting is for you, sorry about that. It's quite a miserable day today. But it's gold and a little bit of brown and sort of taupey colours in the crease. And then it's got this really pretty teal colour in the waterline and under the eye, which I love. So I thought it was really sort of on trend to the spring brights. So I hope you like this, and if you want to carry on, see how I done this, then please keep on watching. So I've already, let me just explain what I've got on my face before I get onto my eyes quickly. I've already done my face just to save time. On my face I have got Garnier BB Cream in medium. I have got Hoola Bronzer to contour and around my temples, and I've got a Laura Mercier blush, which I would have shown you in my previous video, which is a haul which I've used on my cheeks. And then what else I use? I use a little bit of my Guerlain highlighter, the gold one, on tops of my cheekbones, and yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and a bit of concealer from Makeup Forever. I've got Nubile Paint Pot already on this side just to save time. And the first colour I'm going to go for, in fact all of the eyeshadows are from my Too Faced Romantic eye palette because I wanted to play around with it. The first colour I'm going for is called Honeymoon, and I don't know if you can see, but it's just kind of like a gold colour with a bit of more of a greeny hue, so it's not an orange toned gold, it's more of a true yellowy sort of old gold colour. And I'm just going to use a nail brush, which is my Urban Decay shadow brush, and just pick up some of that colour and tap it off because you get so much fallout with these eyeshadows. And I'm just going to place this all over the eye. Grab my palette and just place this all over. The weather has been horrendous today. Well, I don't mind when it rains loads when I'm home with a nice cup of tea in my pyjamas. But I mean, it just means that when I'm filming like now, the quality is not as good, so sorry about that. And it should look like this. And then I'm just going to take my Louise Young LY38, which is just like a tapered blending brush. And I'm going to dip it into the colour called I Do, which is kind of like a taupey, light brownish colour. And I'm just going to pick up a bit of that, tap it off. And I'm just going to start blending this just above the gold colour to give us a bit of shadow so that we know where to put the next colour. And just windscreen wiper motions while doing this part, and then I tend to just wipe away the outer corner as well, just so that I don't get too much shadow there. And that should be about enough, so something looks a bit like that. Then I am going to actually keep the same brush and just clean it off well on the back of your hand, and go in with this colour at the bottom, which is called Ever After, and this one's just like a really warm golden shimmery brown, and tap that off really well. And I'm just going to pull it across my outer eyelid, kind of like sort of towards the inner of my eye. You can kind of see what I'm doing, and just pull it in. And make sure, like I said, you tap these eyeshadows off, because I didn't on the other eye and the amount of fallout I had was crazy. And then take a bit more and then start to buff it in the outer crease. Just pull it up in kind of like a circle, like that. And just bring it back down again and just kind of almost create that outer V. And as like I said, we'll clean out the fallout after. Like that. I'll put a tiny bit more on the other eye because I think I lost it a bit through blending. There we go. And then I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush like this. This is the MAC 224. And I'm just going to blend out that edge. Just swirling it round. Nice and gentle. Just the outside edge. Like that. And then once we've got that, I am going to take a big flat eyeshadow brush like this. This one's from Stila and it's number 5. It's just a flat shader brush, and I'm going to go in with this matte colour on the bottom called Bouquet Toss. And I'm just going to use this as a brow bone highlight. But what I like to do is also tidy up if I've gone a bit too like crazy. So with the other eye, I brought this in and down here like that, and also clean out the outer part of your eye as well, like so. So it should be looking somewhat like this so far. There we go. And then just going to use a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush. It hasn't got anything on it, just to buff out that edge I just did, and under the eye in case there was any fallout. And then next I'm going to take a teal liner. This is a new one that I got, which was also in my last haul. It's a NARS eyeliner, and the colour is Larger Than Life, and it's just a teal colour, but it's absolutely stunning. And I'm going to start off by putting this in my waterline, and I'm going to run it back and forth quite a lot, just so that the colour comes out really nice and strong. Guys, I'm still trying to work out a better setup for these, because I don't think that you get a very good view. But it's just really hard at the moment to find somewhere where it's going to be a lot better for you. I kind of just got to prop my iPhone up. Like so. And then you're going to want to take it under the lash line as well, just on the outer half, so really close to your lashes. The NARS pencils are really soft anyway. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is take a smudger brush, anyone would do that looks like this. This one's from Crown Brush, and just start to smudge it out and bring it in like that. So it looks like that. And then what I'm going to do is take a Urban Decay liner. This one's in Perversion. It's the black one. And I'm going to line the top lash line thicker on the outside, and then go in thinner. And I'm going to do the tiniest little flick, just so that the blue doesn't just stop for nothing. Into nothing, should I say. See, just a tiny, tiny little sort of flick. And then I'm going to get really fine as I go in and stop about there, and then thicken it up just a bit on the way out, towards the outer corner. Like so. And it should be looking something like this. And then what I'm going to do is curl my eyelashes using my eyelash curler. This one's from Primark, but any will do. And I like to curl them a few times, once right at the base like that, a bit higher up and a bit higher up again. And then just kind of spread them out a bit like that. And I'm going to be using 2 mascaras today, but the first one's the L'Oreal Telescopic, I can never say that, the one that with the fibres. It was in one of my last videos. And I'm just going to apply some of this. And don't want it in my hair as well. It's really hard trying to do mascara quite far away, as you can imagine. And then I'm just going to put some on the bottom lash line as well. Please ignore the splodge that I also put on my face. I will remove that in a minute. And then the second mascara I'm going to go in with, clean that off my face, is my Maybelline Telescope, no not Telescope, what am I, Million Lashes by Maybelline. And this just gives more volume up at the roots and makes them look really sort of thick, which I like. Let me just remove that mark. So it should look something like this. And then last touch for the eyes is this colour at the top called Soulmate, which is like a shimmery sort of cream. For my finger, I'm just going to pop the tiniest amount of that in the inner corner, like so. And then for lips, to go with the Spring Brights theme, I'm going to use my new lipstick in Whimsical by Topshop. And just apply some of this. It's kind of like a coloured nude. And there you have it. So that is the finished eyes, guys. I hope you like it. Spring Brights are really in with like a bright lip and sort of neutralish eyes. So I just thought the gold would complement the teal, and it kind of looks kind of summer goddessy. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will catch you guys soon. Bye bye. Mwah.